And I'm trying to inhale it. Don't do that. You cannot breathe Crack Slaw.
Good morning, everyone. It's Heather again. I'm back with Low Carb Wishes, Keto Dreams. I'm going to be doing a recipe for you today. I'm getting kind of hungry, so I figured I'd go ahead and cook something up. This is something that's had me scratching my head for a while now. I would like to know when Crack Slaw became Eggroll in a bowl. I don't understand where that came from because that is not Crack Slaw to me. It's delicious, don't get me wrong. I mean, it is Crack Slaw because by definition, Crack Slaw is cabbage or greens cooked up with some meat in a pan and seasoned. But Crack Slaw to me has always been like some sort of sausage, cabbage or greens, and Rotel. This bad boy right here. La, 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 la. So I don't know where all of a sudden it's like in the last couple years it's like egg roll in a bowl has been everywhere and they keep calling it Crack Slaw and I'm like, that's not Crack Slaw. I mean, it is technically a Crack Slaw, but it's not the Crack Slaw. So I'm going to be making my Crack Slaw today. I have got some browned, I think it was a mild Italian sausage, and I've got a bag of pre-chopped kale over here, so I'm going to use that in my Crack Slaw today, and a good old can of Rotel. So let me get my stuff set up and we'll get cooking. Alright, hold on. Okay, so I got the ground sausage heating up. I put a couple packs of butter in it. I cooked it prior, just like I do with a lot of the meat, and had it sitting in a pan. So sitting in a pan. I put it in a bag and put it in my fridge. So it's just heating up in the pan. So in just a couple of minutes, I do not have any strength in my wrist right now. My goodness, bless me. Okay. Alright, so that's nice and hot. I am going to go ahead and dump my Rotel in. And it's just 1 can of tomatoes and green chilies. Now really, because the sausage is seasoned and so is the can of Rotel, it's a little spicy. You don't really have to do much other than that, and then dump your throw that away. You don't really have to do much other than that. But I like seasonings, so I'm going to put a little sprinkle of garlic. Turn that down a little bit. And there it is, chili powder. And then some Tonys. Hi. Now, my mom has a recipe for this. She might have a little something different that she puts in hers. I don't remember, and I looked on her Pinterest and I couldn't find it anywhere. So I don't know if she emailed it to me a long time ago, but it's a pretty easy recipe. So I'm going to go ahead and add my kale. This is triple washed, chopped up. I'm just going to take the bigger pieces of stems as I see them out. I probably should have done this prior, but oh well. And maybe I should have done this in a bigger pot, but, you know,
it is what it is. Now this will wilt down quite a bit, as is the nature of these greens. So I'm gonna put the lid on it for just a second. Allow that to steam, and then I'll try adding the rest of the greens. Alrighty, adding some more. Whew, there's a big old stem. I don't remember if I said before that these were triple washed and chopped, so I don't have to do all that work. I don't mind doing it, but I just happen to come into this lovely bag of greens, and so that's what I'm using. That is the only problem with pre-chopped bags, is you got to deal with all those stems. They don't have someone on the factory floor pulling out stems. Okay, this will have a more pungent flavor to it, just simply because I am using darker greens. If you like the more mild flavor of the cabbage, by all means use cabbage. I mean, that is usually what Crack Slaw is it's, you know, meat cooked up with a cabbage. And I love egg roll in a bowl. I think it's delicious, but when I think Crack Slaw, I don't think of that. I don't think of the soy sauce and the ginger, and I think of like spicy Rotel. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I'm going to add some cumin to it too. I didn't have that up on my shelf thing. A little bit of ground cumin. Leave that out. I actually use that a lot. Now, my mistake I should not have done was throw that can out, because I do need some water in here. So, Alright, that's about a half a can's worth of water. Now that everybody started wilting hot, you can find the bigger stems again. A little easier. Cut the leaves off that stem. Well, I thought I did. Slap the lid on that bad boy. Ooh, I missed some. Alright. Slap the lid on that bad boy, and let him go for a little while. Okay, so I tasted these just a moment ago, and it's kind of like pasta. You kind of sort of have to taste it for doneness. I like mine with a little bit of tooth left to it, and it's only been a few minutes, you know. I like mine with a little bit of tooth left to it. So, I'm gonna take my camera down and show you closer. You'll see that it's, you know, become this lovely dark green. They haven't lost their color, and they've still got a little bit of tooth. That's the way I like my kale. If you like yours cooked into oblivion, then by all means put that lid back on there and keep cooking. But it's at a point where I like it right now, so I'm going to slap the lid back on real quick. Turn the heat off, and I'm gonna fry up a couple eggs because this is gonna be breakfast for me, and so it's gonna be, actually I don't want to put the lid back on, I want to keep the lid off, because I do want some of that water to evaporate a little bit, because this is gonna be breakfast for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and fry up a couple eggs and then bowl everybody up. It's gonna be really kind of like a hash almost for me. So let me do that. I got my eggs here. I have my chicken sitting here for dinner tonight. I just pulled that out of the freezer. Now, normally I do intermittent fasting in the morning. Like I generally try not to eat until around noon or so. But since getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning every day to get my daughter ready for school, it's hard to make it to noon. So it's about 10:20 right now. It'll probably be about 10:30 by the time I really sit down and eat. I start getting hungry a little earlier. I try to quit eating earlier in the day, but sometimes that's not successful. Oh, pardon my cabinet. Yeah, if you did this with cabbage, it would be a much milder flavor. Still absolutely delicious. Just not quite so green. I love greens, so that's bonus as far as I'm concerned. I think that egg was a little cracked prior. Oh well, it happens. No shells in my eggs. That's good. It'd just be a little extra calcium, right? Okay, and we'll do a little bit of pink Himalayan salt. And we're gonna let those guys go. Let me actually turn this guy back up again because I do want to get more of that water out of there. I mean, you can eat it with the water. There's nothing wrong with that. I just like mine a little drier. And pardon the noise because I need to turn the fan on. That's not going to happen fast enough, so I'm going to go ahead and plate mine up. I'm using a slotted spoon, so. Let's see if I can do it. Woo! I like mine over easy, so pull mine out now. So pretty. Okay, turn that burner off. Burner off, burner off, burner off. All right, so there is mine. You can see the greens underneath. Give me a moment. I'll turn my turn my camera around. That splattered on me. That hurt. Okay, hold on. Okay, so ladies and gents, that is my Crack Slaw. Oh, there's the camera. I don't know where I'm looking. They're so pretty. And I got my 2 fried eggs on top there. That is breakfast for me today. So, let me get a bite of that bad boy. I'm a chicken when it comes to food. I do not like to burn my tongue on things because then I can't taste anything for like a week. Don't make fun of me. That's good. If you like greens, this is awesome. If you don't like greens, stick to cabbage. That is the classic style. But I had kale greens this morning, so that's what I'm doing. So good. I'm trying to inhale it. Don't do that. You cannot breathe Crack Slaw. But the eggs are really creamy too, so that just adds to everything else. So yeah, that is my Crack Slaw, not egg roll in a bowl. But yeah, it's really, really good. Definitely a nice, kale's nice because it has a milder green flavor to it rather than like collards or mustard greens. But yeah, and the Rotel is just a little bit spicy. It's not like you bite into it and it blows your head off. And I'll probably add a little hot sauce to this just because, you know, I like the stuff. So, yeah, that's it. Pretty easy recipe, especially if you buy the bags of the pre-chopped. That was like triple washed and chopped, so it was pretty easy to throw everything together. I think that probably took me less than 20 minutes. So yummy breakfast, healthy, loaded with vitamins and minerals, good healthy fats, and we will talk to you later. All right, bye.